Yeah, good afternoon. Good to see you again. Not that I'm seeing you, but you're seeing me. I just wanted to share that this morning I met Marika, and it's an interesting story. I like to chat with people and find out what their story is. Everybody has a story, and sometimes they don't even realize it, but as they're sharing with you, you begin to find out what their story is. And so I'll often interrupt someone's at the table and at a coffee shop and ask them if I could spend a moment with them, and they usually let me do so. I don't usually do that with two or three people there. That's really interrupting, but sometimes I even do that. But usually it's an individual, and this morning it was a young lady that was had her computer out, and we started chatting and found out this about Marika. I might have called her Marquita a moment ago. It's Marika. And Marika's story started out in the late 90s when she came here from Japan to study. And she planned on studying and going back home, and she became an athletic trainer and she thought, well, while I'm here, I ought to do at least a year of work here in the States for experience. And so she did that. And then she happened to be able to find a position as an athletic director at Gallaudet University, a school for the deaf here in DC. And she was with it for a little bit of time, and she figured this really isn't what I'm planning to do. She wasn't, trained with deaf in any way whatsoever, and so. But what happened is that she kind of fell in love with that community of people. Then a year later, she fell in love with who she married, and so she stayed. And she said it wasn't exactly what I was planning on doing. And so it just reminded me of how it is that the plan in the heart of a man is like deep waters, but a man of understanding draws it out. Or like the idea, both of these are Proverbs or Ecclesiastes, a man plans his ways, but the Lord directs his steps, in this case, her steps. But it's so true. We may have certain plans and certain ideas and certain dreams and certain expectations, and we think we're going in a particular direction, and things change. And that's the way life treats us, is that we change as life changes us. And so I just thought Marika's story was interesting because it took her on an entirely new course of direction than she had planned. Talk to you soon.